YouTube, Coda here with Stitch. I'm pretty sure I'm overdue for reviews, so here we go. I'm going to review the past few items I've gotten from Angelic, which are fancy paper doll salopette, matching socks for that salopette, and then Promenade de Paris. So, without further ado, let's go. Stitch, you can go over here. Alright, I'm going to start off with the smallest items first, just because, why not? So I'm going to start off with the socks. I got the socks to match the salopette in sacks, and these are my first socks I've gotten from Angelic, so I wasn't sure about the quality. They're pretty much like quality of every other sock I've ever owned. Here we go. The front has these cute little bunny ears, which are very, very soft. I love this. Feels like marshmallow or like some dreamy bunny. Here's the bow. Forgive it for being like this right now. These just got out of the wash a few days ago, so they're it's kind of really like me. But I'll iron it and it'll be fine. Alright, this part's not very stretchy actually. Like, it pinches my thigh, which is very sad because they're over the knee socks. So they should probably be less resistant to, like, you know, the actual size of someone's thigh. That's rather disappointing. I like the design at the top though, it's very, very cute. It's like pinched. I like the simplicity of it with the blue and the polka dots at the top. Very nice. And it'll lend itself really well to like other prints by Angelic, just because it's very simple. Again, this little Angelic logo and bow on the back of the sock. And this is AP, of course. It's very, very nice. My only concerns are the bow is not really sewn on that well, and I'm afraid that the bunny ears might fall off the sock at some point and I'll have to sew them back on. But for now it's okay. Sock is very stretchy everywhere else on the sock though, which is kind of odd. Like, you know, you think like ankles and feet wouldn't have to like stretch that much in comparison to this part. I don't know if that's something that just Angelic does with their socks, but I mean, geez, it's not like we have clown feet and ankles. People have people thighs. People thighs need to fit into this. Angelic fix this. Either way, I really like the socks. Just a problem you always find with socks. They're always kind of like tight at the top if you have like actual thighs, and I don't know. Other than that, I really like them. I don't remember how much they cost. Like, Angelic stuff's always expensive, so I would guess like $25 maybe. Maybe cheaper because I did get them during the sale at the beginning of the year. Yeah, for their price, they're very average. I'll give it that. They're pretty average socks. Not very disappointing because Angelic is usually very quality. I can hear the screams now, people saying, "You're hating on Angelic, but I'm giving you my honest opinion of a pair of socks." And now for like the slightly more important things that you purchase from Angelic besides like socks, are actual dresses and stuff. So let's get going with fancy paper dolls and salopette. Oh, okay, this part's a little messed up right now, but that's just because I hung it up funny. I'm so funny. Alright. This is honestly one of the cutest things ever. Well, let me zip this. Alright. So, let me just go through the good things about this salopette. for being as much as it was, even though I did get on the sale, it was about like 100 and something. I want to say like 129, if I remember. Yeah, I did get it on sale, which was a snag, and I'm pretty sure I was one of the last people to be able to get one, just because the next day there were none. Goodbye, fancy paper dolls. The fabric is very soft and very quality, of course, as always for Angelic Pretty. Really like the little Peter Pan collar going on up here. I like how it's not really like sewn in, so you do get to see the nice little bodice underneath. This bow is usually, again, really perky and straight. I forgot to take it off when I put this through the wash, so it's kind of like meh right now. And speaking of it, it was very clever that they put it through the lace loops instead of actually ruining the fabric of the garment, so that's very clever. Very, very cute too. And also helps with the overall motif of like these bunnies having like hair bows and whatnot, so it's kind of like you're one of the bunnies. Very, very cute. Everything about like the metal and whatnot and the lace is quality as always. You have this lyrical bunny lace at the bottom. It says AP, and they make reference to Lyrical Bunny on it. It says Lyrical Bunny Paper Dolls. It's very cute. I do really love the print. There are no flaws with this print. It's very, very clear. But I am seeing like this really weird thing at the bottom. It's like these little dots. Let's see if I can bring it up to the camera. Maybe not. Anyway, like along the bottom here, there are these little like dots from like sewing, I'm guessing, of the lace. It's odd, but I didn't really notice earlier, and I honestly don't mind. It's not, I don't think anyone's gonna be like, I really like this dress. And like, you have flaws in it. No one's gonna be all up on me like that. And if they did, they wouldn't have arms or legs or eyes anymore. So, you know, I don't think that matters much. The pleating up here is very, very tight and nice. The overall construction is wonderful. I really like how these are adjustable, and the shearing is very stretchy. So that's wonderful, and of course the ribbon. This ribbon's different than their ribbon they usually use. I really like it. It's like really soft. It's like, I don't know, I just really like it. And overall very nice. Again, the lace, everything. Very nice. Zipper's hidden well. Very cute. Also comes with a built-in petty, which is wonderful. I love stuff that comes with built-in petties. It just makes it that much easier. And since this is a salopette, you will need to wear, you could opt out for not wearing a petty just because it has one that's built in. But I wore a really cheap one I've had for a really long time from like Hot Topic. So with just one, it poofs just fine. It looks adorable. Very, very cute. For issues with it though, like this thing is uncomfortable to sit in. Like usually when you sit down in Lolita, the skirt is gonna poof out evenly everywhere. But with like this salopette, and especially since it has this built-in petticoat, it just like puffs up in your face, and it's very awkward just sitting, and I don't know, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun to sit in a car. It wasn't fun to sit down in a chair. No fun. It was fun to stand up in it. It's fun to walk around in it because it's very soft and light, and it was good because it was like mildly hot out, and so it kept me very cool because I had air flowing through my body. But just that is not a pleasant thing. Beyond that, it's very nice. It has little lining with the pattern inside. It's very cute. Oh wow, this is going everywhere. Okay, AP logo, label and stuff. Just so you know, this is the real thing, even though I don't think there is a replica anywhere. And beyond that, I mean, it's very nice. It does have lining, as I showed already. It's very nice. It's just that sitting down thing. So I would not recommend getting this particular salopette if you are someone that's not very active. Just because this built-in putty makes your life hell. Now for the final item in this video, Promenade de Paris. This is the Oaky, and I got it in the San Francisco store in December. At first glance, this thing is like wonderful. Everything about it's beautiful, well constructed, just all around amazing. I really don't have many problems with it, actually, like, obviously, because it's Angelic pretty and it was worth what I paid for, which was a lot. I'm just gonna make a few comments about it. Alright, so, first off, pockets. The salopette before does have one pocket, which is kind of weird. Like, it's just because the zipper goes there. I mean, like, why put pockets in if you can only put one? So that's kind of odd. I forgot to mention that before. I'm mentioning it now. But yeah, this one has two pockets on either side, which is very nice. It's very, very cute. The collar here is not sewn down. You lift it up and you can see buttons and stuff. Very, very cute. Matches the JSK that they have very well. The lace is so soft and has these cute little hearts. And the buttons are just multicolored. This bow here is very, very soft satin. And the lace from up here is the same down here, except this one is a little bit harder than this one. This is like really soft lace, this is hard lace. And that just goes around. This bow is very, very, very well constructed. It's very sturdy. One concern though is, unlike the salopette where they had like the safety pin of the bow going through lace, this one just goes directly through the fabric. So that's a bummer. Very well constructed here, and I'll just go to the back real quick. This part here, where the zipper goes, zips up. You can clasp this closed. If I can do this right. I'm always really bad at this. Right, yeah, you can clasp it closed and then you do these little buttons. So you basically hide the zipper even more. It's very cute, absolutely adorable, and I feel like it really lends itself to actual modern fashion right now. Because the whole like hipper trend and whatnot is collars like this that close in the back like that. Very cute, kind of really bringing Lolita modern, I think. I mean, it is a Paris print. There is lace on the back here and really cute pleats all over. Pleats were done pretty well, I would say. There are actually loose threads on this. You would not believe that, but there are loose threads, which makes me like a little sad. Like, what went on here? But oh well. Underneath you have this really nice lining. It's very nice, and then you have the nice little pleats at the bottom. One thing I don't like about, well, not that I don't like, but something about this dress that makes this counterintuitive to like its style is how it's heavy. Like you wouldn't think this would be more of a like an autumn and winter dress just because of how bright and pastel it is and like summery with the balloons and stuff, but there is like no way I could wear this in the summer. I would die. More critiques. The sleeves. The sleeves are a problem. Like, as cute as this would be, like this, because it pops out like that when you have your arm in it, you have these little buttons on the side. I cannot tell you how many times when I wore this, the buttons popped off because I was just trying to move my arm. That is ridiculous. And I have pretty skinny arms, so my arm should not be popping this thing off. And it does that on either side. I feel like the design is very cute, but it was not very well executed just because of, again, it's just, the sleeves were not well thought out here. Like how the sleeve and the arm moves the fabric. Speaking of that, somehow I am too small for this, which makes me very, very confused. Like, when I tried it on at the store, it was like slightly a bit loose, but like, you know, I wasn't really like thinking. You know, when you go to Angelic Pretty, you don't think. Like, this inner Lolita pops out and is like, I want all the things. So when I tried it on, I was just like, and not like, maybe this isn't a possibly good choice just because it doesn't really fit well. I should have thought about that. Since this dress does not have waist ties or anything in the back to really pull it in, that's problematic. I mean, it's good for girls that are like bigger than me, but it makes me sad because I'm like, what happened? It's like my waist is just too narrow for this. So with the belt that comes with it, like, just this very nice, it's here. I have to like use this as like a belt and pull it in really, really tight. Or as I believe I have this bow belt that fits my waist perfect, and I just wore the bow belt with this because it's like the same color, and it pulled it in because I have to pull it in. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. It's kind of silly, I think. Like, I'm not big enough for Angelic Pretty. That's not a sentence most girls say. But yeah. Other than that, it's very nice. AP logo, so you know it's the real thing. And yeah, I really like it. It's very nice. Just it's not a spring or summer garment, unless your springs are pretty cold. Definitely would be better suited for winter, unfortunately. But yeah, that's Promenade de Paris. It's very, very nice. I like it. Just, it's kind of problematic for me. Probably not problematic for other people. Problematic for me. So yeah, that concludes this review video. Overall, out of 10 for each item, I would rate the socks about a 6 out of 10, just because they're what I paid for. They're not more than just socks. For fancy paper dolls, salopette, and sacks, I would give that a 9 out of 10. It's very, very comfy. I like it. It's just the petty thing and built in is just, I know better now. I know if I'm walking around, salopette's the way to go. For Promenade de Paris, out of 10, I would give Promenade de Paris about, I'm gonna say about an 8 out of 10. Just because the fit's not really right and doesn't really, the fit isn't really how their sizing usually is. The sleeves are annoying. and it's not suited for the season it's supposed to be for. Very lovely though, I really like it. I might have to figure out when to wear it. That's not when I want to wear it. But other than that, that's this review. Like, subscribe, comment down below, or send me a message if you have any questions at all. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.